For nearly 5 decades, Stevie Nicks has enchanted audiences with her ethereal voice and mystical stage presence. But there's one question fans have never stopped asking. Why does she always wear black? It's not just fashion. Behind those flowing dresses and shawls lies a personal story of heartbreak, empowerment, and survival. What began as a stylistic choice turned into something much deeper, an unshakable symbol of control in a chaotic life. In this video, we uncover the real reason Stevie Nicks always wears black, a story that will change how you see this rock legend. Stevie Nicks was born Stephanie Lynn Nicks on May 26, 1948 in Phoenix, Arizona. From an early age, she gravitated toward music, harmonizing with her grandfather and writing songs as a teenager. After meeting guitarist Lindsey Buckingham in high school, the two formed a musical partnership that would shape their lives and eventually lead them to Fleetwood Mac in 1975. With the release of the 1977 album Rumors, Fleetwood Mac became one of the biggest bands in the world. Nicks's voice, haunting and powerful, propelled songs like Dreams and Rhiannon into timeless hits. But her distinctive image, velvet dresses, flowing shawls, platform boots, and always black, set her apart from other female rock stars of the era. This was no accident. In a world that constantly pushed women to reinvent themselves, Stevie carved out a singular identity. She explained in a 2013 interview with the New York Times, "I wanted to create a look that would never go out of style. I didn't want to compete with trends." But there was more at play than timelessness. Her style was born not just from aesthetics, but from a deep need for privacy and control. In the chaos of fame, Stevie's clothing became her armor, a deliberate separation between her private self and the larger-than-life persona she presented to the world. What fans didn't know was that this black-clad persona wasn't just branding, it was survival. The turning point came in the mid-1970s, during Fleetwood Mac's meteoric rise. The band's success brought relentless media attention and invasive scrutiny of their personal lives, particularly Stevie's. Her high-profile breakup with Lindsey Buckingham unfolded publicly, all while she was expected to perform night after night under glaring spotlights. Feeling exposed, Stevie leaned into her wardrobe as a shield. Black clothing allowed her to disappear when she wanted to, and project power when she needed it most. She once told Rolling Stone, "When I put on my black dresses and shawls, I felt safe. It became my uniform. It gave me strength." On stage, the look amplified her mystique. Off stage, it let her avoid being defined by fleeting trends or judgmental cameras. The simplicity of black drew attention away from her figure and onto her performance, giving her control over how the world saw her. As Fleetwood Mac's internal turmoil, romantic entanglements, drug use, and relentless touring reached its peak, Stevie's clothing became more ritualistic. She famously carried trunks filled with identical black outfits on tour, ensuring she never performed without her self-made armor. What began as a practical decision turned into a personal vow. Stevie Nicks wasn't just dressing for style, she was creating a persona powerful enough to withstand the chaos swirling around her. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, Stevie Nicks' look had evolved from personal refuge to cultural phenomenon. Her flowing black ensembles, velvet skirts, chiffon shawls, platform boots were no longer just clothing, they were her identity. Magazines and fans alike began referring to her as the White Witch of Rock, a title that blended intrigue with misunderstanding. Stevie herself rejected the witchcraft rumors, clarifying in interviews, "It was never about magic or spells. It was about feeling powerful enough to survive everything happening around me." But as Fleetwood Mac's personal dramas played out publicly and her solo career soared with Belladonna in 1981, her black wardrobe became more than a statement. It became ritual. On tour, her outfits were meticulously planned. Multiple trunks of identical black pieces traveled everywhere, ensuring she could maintain the image she built. Close collaborators noticed how deeply tied her clothing had become to her performance. Guitarist Waddy Wachtel recalled, "When Stevie stepped into her black dress and boots, she transformed. It was like watching her slip into another world." Her image also gave her fans a sense of escapism. Stevie's ethereal presence, gliding across the stage in layered black, offered a fantasy in contrast to the gritty chaos of her real life, which included grueling schedules and health struggles. What began as armor had become both her refuge and her gift to audiences, a world where vulnerability looked untouchable. Public fascination with Stevie's look reached a fever pitch. Her image became inseparable from her music. Magazines highlighted her wardrobe as much as her lyrics, and fans began copying her style. Entire subcultures emerged, with devotees arriving at concerts dressed in chiffon, boots, and shawls, mirroring their idol's aesthetic. But this attention came at a price. Rumors that her black clothing symbolized witchcraft or occultism spread in tabloids during the 1980s, fueled by her mystical lyrics in songs like Rhiannon. While sensational headlines helped feed her enigmatic persona, they also forced her to defend herself. She told MTV in 1983, "I'm not a witch. I wear black because it makes me feel strong and because it's timeless." Despite the misunderstandings, her influence only deepened. Stevie's unwavering dedication to her image set her apart in a constantly shifting industry. While other artists reinvented themselves to stay relevant, Stevie doubled down on consistency, and it worked. Her black wardrobe became a symbol of rebellion against fashion's demands and the music industry's pressure to conform. By the 1990s, younger artists like Courtney Love and Florence Welch cited her as an inspiration, adopting elements of her style in their own performances. What started as self-protection had transformed into a cultural blueprint, redefining what it meant to control one's public image. Today, Stevie Nicks, now in her mid-70s, remains one of rock's most enduring icons. Despite decades of change in music and fashion, her signature black wardrobe is as constant as ever. She continues to perform draped in chiffon and velvet, the same flowing silhouettes that first captivated fans nearly 50 years ago. In a 2019 CBS interview, Stevie reflected, "When I put those clothes on, I feel protected. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling like myself." Her wardrobe, once misunderstood as eccentric or theatrical, has become a testament to self-preservation and autonomy in an industry notorious for burning out its stars. Her choice to always wear black was never about mourning or mysticism. It was about creating boundaries. By crafting an image she could control, Stevie shielded herself from the chaos of fame, heartbreak, and public scrutiny. This separation between her personal identity and her stage persona allowed her to endure where so many others faltered. Even now, her influence ripples across generations. Artists like Florence Welch and Lana Del Rey openly embrace Stevie's aesthetic, while fashion designers frequently cite her as a muse. What started as armor has become an enduring legacy, transforming her into both a rock star and a style icon whose authenticity resonates far beyond music. Stevie Nicks' story is proof that style can be survival. Her decision to always wear black wasn't vanity. It was vision. It was her way of reclaiming power in an industry that often strips women of control. By embracing her timeless image, Stevie defied the music world's obsession with reinvention. Instead of chasing trends, she created her own world and invited fans into it. A world where strength and vulnerability coexisted under the sweep of a black shawl. Her words say it best. "I built this image so I'd never have to change it. It became my armor and my freedom." Her enduring aesthetic isn't just clothing. It's a declaration that true power comes from authenticity and owning the choices that define you. That's why Stevie Nicks' black wardrobe isn't just iconic, it's revolutionary. Thanks for watching. Click here to check another video, and make sure to subscribe to our channel.